So I'm out here in the garden, specifically the food forest, planting the last of the daffodil bulbs around my fruit trees, looking at everything that's going on in my food forest. I haven't paid much attention to it for a few years because of babies, and it's hard not to want to just throw myself at it right now. And I just need to remember that this is the time for winding down. In the spring, I'll be able to do all these things. Specifically, pruning. These trees need to be pruned, and I can't do it yet because they're still storing all their energy. And if I cut them now, it'll damage them in the long run. But it's like a hangnail. Try not to mess with a hangnail. I don't know if you guys ever get that way, but like if I got a hangnail, it's hard for me not to mess with it until I can take care of it. And it drives me nuts. And that's what's going on with the fruit trees. I see little baby oak trees growing in the food forest. I want to yank them out, and I can't because I've got this thing on my hand, and grabbing things and putting a lot of pressure on my palm is not feasible right now. It's hard enough planting these daffodils and then looking around and just wishing that I could weed right now, but knowing that I can't because it's fall and I need to let things sit. There's a lot of pollinators and bugs and everything growing and sleeping and hibernating in all these weeds. And this is the view that I have right now. I'm planting daffodils around the base of this apple tree, but you see the little oak seedlings here, and see all the weeds down here, and I see things that need to be pruned up here. And as I look across, I see how tall these trees are, and knowing that I gotta get this grape arbor built. And I started it, and you can see there's one of the rebar stakes sticking up, and it's cemented in. It's got a good base, it's level, so I need to get that started. I need to remulch the paths, and I need to really start hitting that garden bed. I've tossed all the weeds and the cut-offs of things that aren't diseased in there for the past year and a half maybe, and it just kind of looks like a gnarly mess right now. And I feel like this is just kind of very indicative of the season that I'm in. There's so many things that I want to do, but I find myself not being able to. Like right now I am tandem nursing, and that's very important to me to be able to do that for my baby and my toddler. But at the same time, when I'm doing that, I'm just sitting there and I'm looking, and I see the mess in the house. I see the laundry that needs to be done. At one point, I was nursing them to bed, and there was a tick on my leg, and I saw it. I could see it, but I couldn't reach it because my arms, my babies were nestled like on my shoulders, almost on my arms, and I couldn't physically reach it. I couldn't call out for help because they were sleeping, and I just literally had to watch this tick just kind of climb up my leg, and I was able to extricate myself about 10 minutes from then, and they had both fallen asleep at that point. Speaking of which, my little baby's sleeping right now, and they had both fallen asleep by that time, and then I could go into the bathroom and find where the tick went and dispose of it. But that was definitely some self-control that I had to practice right there. So I think that would be the word for my season right now is self-control, and learning self-control and just being okay with waiting. Also self-control. My twin daughters have just hit their teenage years, and it seems like all the warning I ever got is just wait until they're teenagers. Just you wait. And I'm like, well, wait for what? I feel like there should be more instructions that go along with that. Wait for this and then do this. Or, but it was always just wait until they're teenagers. And now I understand. I see it. There's a lot of self-control that is being required of me to maintain my cool and my calm and try to reason with them. And I know that emotions are ridiculous. I mean, I went through it myself, so I know. And so it's not fully their fault that their bodies are just haywire right now. And so anyway, it's just a lot of waiting. I can't fully start renovating yet. I've gotta wait until the renovation crew is ready to come in, but we finally got everything out of the house so that we can start that. So now I'm just waiting to be able to do that. And honestly, like, the pure amount of blessing that I have just in my arms right now is unparalleled. But I would sacrifice everything for this little one and my others. And so this one is just kind of a vanity thing, but I'm waiting for my body to go back to the way it was. This postpartum is no joke. And yeah, so just knowing I've done it before, I can do it again. It just takes time. It just takes patience and steady at it. And Rome wasn't built in a day. And we'll get there. It's just time. It's a whole lot of waiting until the baby's nap to be able to do things, waiting until somebody is able to be there so that I can shower, waiting until everybody else has their food so that I can eat my food. And so the food forest, I come out here, and usually the garden, the food forest, when I don't have control of being able to do things the way that I want to at home, when I don't have control of that, I come out to the food forest, and that's where I get to kind of release that energy. I can at least control stuff in here to a certain extent. But here I'm not able to do that either now. So I don't know how you guys are feeling, if you're in that stage of waiting, or maybe you're in the stage of everything happening all at once, or I know that one stage is not necessarily harder than the other. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking of right now. That it's okay. The food forest is okay. I don't have to fix it this moment. My vegetable garden is covered in weeds, and it's okay. I'm leaving it that way for the pollinators and for food for birds this winter. And it's okay that it doesn't look beautiful. It's okay that if somebody comes and sees it, they see how messy it is. And I'm like, yeah, well, kind of dropped the ball there this year, but next year I've got this great plan, and I do. And next year is going to be really easy. I just put black tarps over it, and I'm just going to let it all compost. It'll just compost in, feed the soil. I'm not even going to plant a vegetable garden next year. I will plant in my green stock because I can, and then I've got my raised beds outside my house, and I'll use those. But I'm not going to use my annual garden. And I'm just going to really focus on the food forest and getting it back to my standards. And everybody has different standards for their food forests, for their gardens, but mine is not where I want it to be. Thankfully, because of the system that it is still growing, it's still thriving, it's still doing a great job. There's just extra things growing and thriving in here that I don't really want. And they're growing, and the things that I do want in here are growing and thriving so well that I need to cut them back so they don't start inhibiting other plants' growth. But not yet. Not yet. Anyway. It's like fall is this giant exhale of massive activity that happened during the summer, and you just, and then in winter you release that breath, and you can just think and take stock and reflect on everything that you want to do, everything that happened, everything that you're hoping for. Planning. It's a time of planning, and I've got a lot of plans. I've got a lot of exciting ideas and things that I want to do, and it's hard to wait. But sometimes the greatest gain comes from waiting, and that's what we're doing right now. So anyway, if you're feeling that way, let me know in the comments. This is a community, and we get to be here for each other. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.